First up for presentations, the land development and traffic improvement at the intersection of Hempt Road and Carlisle Pike, presented by Robert Nuss of KCI Technologies.
Thank you, Mr. Roush. Tonight we have with us Robert Nuss, as you mentioned, with KCI, and he'll be sharing an update on the pedestrian culvert that will be going in next to the district office and under the Carlisle Pike. This presentation serves to fulfill one of the public meetings required for the project, and we will work with PennDOT Silver Spring Township and KCI to make available opportunity for public feedback via our communication channels. All yours.
All right. Thank you, board. Hopefully you can hear me. Yes, tonight we're here as part of our public involvement program for this project. And Wednesday night we'll be over at Silver Spring Township talking to them as well. So the map you see here, before we get into the culvert itself, I just want to give you the background of how we got to a pedestrian culvert. So as you're fully aware, there's a lot of construction going on across the street from you. We started off finishing it last year with the Hempt Road Bridge. That project finished up. Move over into Dapp Lane. We finished that actually just this month. Started that about 3 years ago. It's taken us a while there. All of this is coming from the HSS development, which is the Hempt Farm. So the Hempt Farm is going to include warehouses, a retail section along the frontage of Carlisle Pike, and about nearly 700 housing units southeast on the project. When we saw 700 housing units on there and a school district on the other side of the street from Carlisle Pike, we're like, we don't want all those potential students to be walking across the Carlisle Pike. We don't want those students after school walking across to the Costco or the retail center. So how can we get them across the Carlisle Pike? The culvert. So if you go to the next slide. So this is where we are right now. We're in preliminary design, coming up with our ideas, and this is kind of what we settled on. So the red line here crossing the Carlisle Pike is the culvert. Here's the building we're in right now. This is the admin building. On this side of the Carlisle Pike, in a few years, is going to be lined with retail. So going under the pike allows, again, us to have pedestrian activity without interfering and conflicting with traffic, a much safer condition. The blue on this map are the sidewalk systems. This side on HSS, we're still working with them to figure out where exactly that will be. On the CV side, the reason it doesn't go straight up to this parking lot was because of grades. So we need to make these sidewalks ADA compliant. And if we would go straight up, we'd be exceeding the grades for ADA. We also don't want to have stairs in there. So this is a pretty gentle flowing sidewalk system, about 10 feet wide, that'll go from the parking lot right out here at the admin building down underneath the Carlisle Pike and accessing the other side of the road. Culvert is about, the opening is going to be about 8 foot high, 14 foot wide. And if you're familiar with the culvert over there by Winding Hill Elementary School, it's a little bit bigger than that culvert over there. A little bit longer as well. That's almost the easy part of the job, is where to put the culvert. We're trying to miss utilities, trying to work it in with the landscape. The next part is the part that's not so fun, which is the construction. So if you want to go to the next slide. Oh, forgot a slide. This is a rendering. It's not a perfect rendering. It's more of an artist's rendering, but this is from a drone photo just recently and what the culvert and that sidewalk system will look like. There was also in the video that you saw several months ago, another rendering of what this potentially could look like. A lot of the details of this have to be worked out yet. We'll be working with HSS, Silver Spring Township, and CV to work with color patterns on the walls, landscaping, and that kind of aesthetic treatments. Now we'll go to the next slide. So to build this, and hopefully you can see the orange hatching here, but this is our work zone. Stage one is not going to be pretty. We're going to shut one lane going eastbound down on Carlisle Pike. It's really the only way we said to build this quickly, because we want to build it over the summer. So our envision for this is summer of 2027. So not next summer, 2 summers from now. As soon as school's over, we get out here, we shut a lane down on the Carlisle Pike, only in the eastbound direction, not in the westbound direction. Already confirmed with PennDOT. We looked at traffic volumes. There's going to be some delay, obviously, but during the summer when school's out, it shouldn't be, we'll say, horrible. We think this will be about a 1 month duration of construction activity. Once this is constructed, the next slide, it's a simple, we flip over, build the north side. This phase, though, we can maintain all the lanes on Carlisle Pike. So it's really only 1 month, probably June of 2027, that we're going to be down a lane on Carlisle Pike. Stage 2, probably July, a little bit into August, we build the rest of the culvert, open by school. That is our goal, is to basically go from when school is over to when school starts in 2027 to have this built. There could be some construction activities yet, finishing up sidewalks, landscaping, maybe in September, but Carlisle Pike back to full lanes in the before school starts. So just quickly, where we're at, we're in preliminary engineering. We're trying to get to environmental clearance here in February. What environmental clearance does, it basically sets our boundaries of the projects. That's what kind of impacts we have. Fortunately, we don't have streams of wetlands in this area. So that should go pretty quickly. We're going to advertise for construction next summer. Some people might wonder why we can't go to construction next summer. It's because of how long it takes to build the culvert before they bring it to the site, how long it takes to fabricate that. Ever since COVID, really, we've been looking at a 9 month period from the time we get a contractor on board to the time the culvert is ready to come to the site. So if we advertise next summer, they have all fall and winter and spring to kind of prep, get ready for it. As soon as school's over, they hit the ground running. That culvert's probably sitting there ready to go in place, and we can really minimize duration of what it's going to take. So again, we're saying June 1st start construction. Not sure what the school calendar is yet for that year. By August 15th, hopefully school doesn't start before that year. We should be open to traffic on the Carlisle Pike. And again, we're saying sometime then in September, we should be finished. Funding wise, we did get a federal grant for this. So this should not be costing the school anything. It's going to flow through Silver Spring Township, and we will get this constructed for you. The other thing is, I do have a comment card here, well, it's a comment sheet. We also have it posted on the CV website. If you're familiar with the video is that talked about all the HSS and Costco projects, thank you. There's also a comment form there. If you have any questions, I can answer them tonight, but if you have anything that comes up beyond that, feel free to fill out the comment forms. My email address is on there, email me, and we can coordinate that way. And that comment form is open for everybody, not just the school board, it's open for the general public as well. So with that, I will turn it back to the board.
Thank you. Does any board member have anything they'd like to add, Mr. Ford?
Yes. So as one of the individuals for Silver Spring, I want to ask that question. You said 700 units of housing that are going in, and you said this project will be constructed in the summer of 2027.
Yes.
When do those houses open up?
That I don't know. I'm going to say we are not doing that piece of the project, but knowing kind of where their priorities are, I doubt it. I think the culvert will beat it, but I can't guarantee you that.
Okay.
I will try to find out for Wednesday.
The only question I had as facilities chair, the retail, when does that construction start?
Again, the same thing. They are in the discussions. So HSS still owns that land.
Yeah.
They're in discussions with the retailer. So it's going to be, they have to go through the whole land development process. So it's not going to be immediately.
So once our tunnel is constructed, that land over there, though, however, the infrastructure, the macadam and so forth, do you know, will that be, or will it still be farmland?
I'm not sure how that all can play out, because I know HSS is looking at a whole trail system themselves on
Yeah.
that side, but I'm not sure
Okay.
the timing of that.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks.
Once it's crafted, you can navigate from. Right. I understand that we get some federal funding. What happens after? Who maintains it?
So as of now, and this has to be worked out yet, as of now, Silver Spring Township will be the owner of the culvert. So they'll be on the hook for the inspections and this, we'll say the long-term maintenance. And again, the school board can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the school then is on the hook for the day-to-day snow plowing, general maintenance of the landscaping. We've already talked about lighting the culvert and possibly some security cameras. That'll be, my understanding would be on Cumberland Valley.
That is accurate. The long-term maintenance is the township, the day-to-day is us.
All the way through the path.
Through the tunnel.
To the other,
Yeah. I'd imagine it'd be through the others, to the tunnel on the other side,
Yeah.
yet to be determined, then the sidewalk system.
Okay.
when it
how all
ends.
works. Yeah, where
Where the sidewalk ends. is to be
To
determined.
be worked out, yes.
I just have a question. You used a very key word in your description of the funding, that it should not cost the school district for the construction of this.
Should.
How close to should or how close to shall is your understanding of where that is?
So as of now, the way the project is designed, we feel our estimate is underneath the federal funding. So we should be good. We let it next year. We advertise it next year. Funds are different. My understanding again is if the funds would be over, they're not coming to Cumberland Valley School District right away for asking for a contribution. I would say the only thing we'd have to work through is if there's elaborate landscaping that you want that would be above and beyond normal landscaping or something like that. Again, I can't guarantee you that, but as of now, we are underneath the federal grant.
I think I can add something to that. And this isn't just because of where my office is located. It's partly that just the proximity of the sidewalk to the district office in general. There may be some privacy and security features that the district installs since we have 3 doors on this side of the building.